All right, quiz time once again here on the channel. So, a little while ago, I did the United States Championship one, and I had some trouble recording when I did the Intercontinental Championship one. Now, this is the exact quiz that I did. However, it has been roughly two-ish weeks since I've taken this quiz, so I feel that I have sufficiently forgotten everything that I have done up to that point. And honestly, at this point, I don't know if there were any that were like any super obvious ones that I forgot or anything like that. It's possible. I don't remember. But so any of the ones that I didn't get that I'm not going to remember here, I'm probably still not going to remember. I didn't go back and study it or anything. So I think this is still going to be an accurate gauge for who, or for how much I know, I should say. So, as I said, this is WWE Intercontinental Champions here, so we're going to redo this. Hopefully I don't have any recording issues for this one. I've checked everything. Everything looks and sounds good, and there does not seem to be a whole lot of lag so far, so let's get started. So, I don't know if this is up to date as to right now. I don't think it is. I'm going to go Braun Breaker, and I'm going to see if he is... Oh, no, so it is up to date. Okay, so it is Jey Uso as your current. Okay, so Sami Zayn's going to get a couple. And then Sami obviously won it from Gunther. Gunther won it from Ricochet, and the reason I picked this particular quiz is it has the days, and it gives you 20 minutes. It gives you a little bit longer, so I think this one really worked out for me. Sami Zayn. Who did Sami Zayn win this championship from before he got it? I'm not sure, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna start putting some guys in. So he did win it from Nakamura, so that's good. I know Strowman won it for a minute. Oh, I guess I didn't spell Strowman right. It's with a W. I did know that. Okay, so that was in 2020. Okay, so who else? I know there was a Big E in here, and I believe Apollo Crews won it from him. Sammy won it from Jeff Hardy, I think, who won it from AJ Styles, and then now we are to 2019. So this is where it gets weird. So let's go Dolph Ziggler. He was 2018. Let's go Seth Rollins. Let's go Dean Ambrose. Yeah, like I said, it's where it gets weird in here. Okay, so Nakamura, 2019. Was this like Randy Orton? I think Orton did win it at one point. He did, but a long time ago. I'm just gonna start throwing things out there, and I think this might be a good point where he never won it. Where I start just kind of throwing out like random facts. Like I know that Dean Douglas was like the shortest reigning Intercontinental Champion. Oldest was Ric Flair. Most was Chris Jericho. We'll throw Did I type something wrong here? I don't know what I just did, but maybe I don't know what that was. Anyway, Chris Jericho. He has 9, and then The Miz also, I think, has 9 or 8 or however many it is. Okay, 2019. Oh, is this the Finn Balor, Bobby Lashley back and forth? It does seem to be, and it is. All right, so now we are up to 2016. That 2016 for one day, I think, is Zack Ryder, who won it, I thought, from Wade Barrett, but evidently the answer to that is it was not Wade Barrett. Okay, so who was Intercontinental Champion coming into that show? Was it Sheamus? No, Sheamus hasn't won the IC title. I knew that. I don't know why I guessed that. Drew McIntyre, that was the first title he won on the main roster. I don't know where that is. It's 2009. That is crazy. John Morrison has won it as well around that same time. R-Truth won it. Okay, do I have to put R-Truth? Has R-Truth never won the IC title? I guess not. Okay. I'm not going to remember who this 2017... Oh, I do actually know who it is. It's Roman Reigns. Okay, so now we've gotten quite a bit. So we're going to go... we're just going to start throwing some names out there. Pat Patterson. Tito Santana also won it. Pedro Morales, I think, was one of the first. He was. So that's nice. And then we're going to just start throwing out names that we all know. Ultimate Warrior won it a couple times. Hogan never won it. I don't believe DiBiase ever won it either. Okay, let me see. I don't think Austin ever won it, right? I know he did. Okay, the Harts won it, of course. Brett and Owen I don't know how many they had, but they had quite a few. So we'll go Steamboat won it, and then of course we'll throw Randy Savage in there as well. Okay, so let's see. I think Booker T won it. Booker T did win it. Kurt Angle's probably won it at some point, and we're having the lagging again. Hopefully it's not going to be too debilitating. It's not too bad yet. But we're getting to that point here where it's starting to get crazy. I do apologize. Hopefully it doesn't happen again, but we're off to a good start. I was hoping for 150 out of 186. That's my goal. I don't know if I'm going to get there. I think more realistic is around 140. So we will see. Okay, so Kevin Owens was multi-time, so it was Kevin Owens that won it at that point. So that's nice to know. Okay, got something on my screen. Sorry about that. All right. Okay, Shawn Michaels has probably won it. Diesel, I know, has won it. Razor Ramon has won it. Triple H has won it a bunch of times. Let's see. Undertaker, did he ever win it? Undertaker, that's not going to help. Undertaker never won the IC title. That's actually crazy to think about. All the things he did in the industry, and he never won that belt. That is crazy. Jeff Jarrett, he's going to have a bunch of reigns on here, so that's going to take care of a bunch. Chyna, I believe, beat him one time, or maybe he didn't. I thought she beat Jeff Jarrett. Oh, she did, down here. It's in 1999. Okay. I didn't realize she held it twice. That's actually pretty cool. I did not know that. All right. And look at this 2001 to 2002. I just don't know anyone. Kane's going to be there a couple times. Did Yokozuna ever win the IC title? He did not. The Honky Tonk Man. Can't forget Honky Tonk Man. Honky Tonk Man. Okay. Let's see. Did Sergeant Slaughter ever win it? No. Did Big Boss Man ever win it? No. How about the Big Show? Did we ever get a Big Show reign? We did. And that reminds me, he actually beat Cody Rhodes for that belt, and we're going to get a bunch of... and we also got Goldust a few times, instead of putting Dustin Rhodes. I don't know why you wouldn't just make me put Goldust, but I'll take it. 115 out of 186, not too shabby. Weirdly, I have a lot more in the 70s, 80s, and 90s than I do in the 2000s. That is probably not a good thing, I would venture to guess. I think I put Jeff and Matt Hardy already. Did MVP ever win it? No, he did not. Did Finlay ever win it? No, he did not. That's actually nuts that those guys never won it. All right. Okay, let's shift. I gotta shift to like the 2000s era because I just don't know. Eddie Guerrero will have won it a couple times in that era. He did. I assume we got Benoit. I don't really want to get into why I don't want to talk about that guy very much. Okay, who else would have been IC champ in that era? Christian was IC champ a few times in that era. RVD was champ a few times in that era, and now it's starting to fill up. We're at 131. My goal was 150, so we're off to a pretty good start. Okay, now I want to try to fill in some of these random gaps. 2001, I mean, look at this. 27, 27, 35, 28 for Christian, 15, 13, 63. I mean, these are really short reigns. They were just ping-ponging it back and forth for the entirety of 2001 to 2003. It is insanity. That's just crazy to me. Okay. Because I'm trying to think of who would have been around. Oh, did Rey Mysterio win it a few times? Probably. Yeah, I think I did see that. A couple times in 2009. So that's cool. I think I put Randy Orton. I did. He held it for a long time, a very long time. This is crazy. I think we got Kevin Nash already. I don't remember. Okay. So now is when I'm going to start to stall out, but I do have some time here, so let's try and think back to 2015. So who would Kevin Owens have beaten? for these championships. I know Neville, never won it. That's actually crazy. I did not know that. Cesaro, I think. Cesaro never won it either? What? Who are like the mid-card guys in this time? You know, I think Alberto Del Rio never win it. That's actually crazy. Did Jack Swagger ever win it? No. I'm just thinking of like mid-card guys back in like the 2000s. And the 2010s, and they are not coming to me. Okay. How about Kalisto? Did Kalisto ever win it? No. Jeez. I'm thinking of oh my gosh. How can I forget Kofi Kingston? Kofi Kingston's going to have won it a couple times. 4 times. Unfortunately, doesn't really help in this range, but we did get 2012. So that's cool. That is very cool. Now, who did Big E beat for the IC belt? Held it for 155 days. Yikes. And Kevin Owens would have been a bad guy here. So some good guy won it. And I don't know who. Did I put CM Punk already? I did not put CM Punk, but he won it in 2009, so that gives me... There again, my goal was 140, my stretch goal was 150, so I think we are getting to that point. Did I put The Rock? I did not put The Rock. Okay, so that gets me to the 140 that I needed. That's nice. And I'm sure I'm forgetting some very obvious people. Like I said, I did this quiz already, and I don't remember what I scored, but it was somewhere around here, I'm pretty sure. Maybe it was even like 135 or something. So, you know, I think this is about the limits to my knowledge here. But I got 9 minutes, so it's not like I'm going to completely give up here. I do have an opportunity to kind of get this going. So Shelton Benjamin won it. He did 3 times. Good for Shelton Benjamin. Thank goodness, almost. Because I would have been kind of upset if he never won it, because he deserved it for sure. All right. Who else... Yeah, there's this Cody Rhodes is a bad guy right here. There's a reign in 2011 that I should know that I don't, which is quite frustrating for me. Man, yeah. All right, we're going to keep on thinking here, and I'm just going to end up cutting probably to when I get somebody else. But right now I am a bit stuck, so I'm not going to just sit here in silence and make you guys watch that, so I'm going to skip ahead until I find somebody. Oh my god. Almost forgot Edge. That's a huge chunk of this 2000s. Good lord, that would have been a disgrace had I forgotten about Edge. That's woof. That would have been rough. But luckily, I did not forget about Edge. I was able to get him, so that's nice. So we're almost to that 150 stretch goal here. I think I'm going to spend most of the rest of my time, because, I mean, the 90s, if I don't know, I don't know. In terms of it being in the 90s, I don't know who it's going to be if I haven't named them already. So I'm probably just going to try and stick to the current day guys. That way I have a better shot, so... Let's lock in on that and figure it out. Wow, yeah, I'm at a point where I'm pretty stuck, folks. Good grief. I don't know right now, and I should know more. I'm very frustrated that I may not get to that 150 and I'm going to be too short because, I mean, I really should. I really, really should get there. How about Santino won it, didn't he? He did, and that's the 150. Oh, man, that is close. That was really close. I'm very glad. Okay, so I got to 150. That's nice. Did that mean Umaga won it a couple? He did. Okay, so now we're filling in some blanks here. Who would have beat Santino in 2008? Would have most likely been a good guy. Oof, I'm not coming up with that. All right, I want to move on to these in 2015, 2014, 2013, because those are going to be the ones I'm going to be most upset if I don't get. JBL. Okay, we did get one JBL. John Bradshaw Layfield beat CM Punk. Okay, don't know who CM Punk beat for the IC belt, unfortunately. So that doesn't help. But again, okay, we're going to move on to the current day. Did Ryback ever win? He did. Okay, so there's one. And I think he won it in the Elimination Chamber, didn't he? Didn't he? I think. So who was the champ going into that? Oh my gosh. Oh. Yeah, I don't know, folks. There's a 155-day reign in 2013 that's really going to bug me. I mean, that's a long time to hold the championship, and Big E is who beat them. And I know that Big E was a bad guy who was working with Dolph Ziggler at that time, so I should remember who it was. And folks, I just simply don't. And I'm sure that there's some obvious people that I'm forgetting as well. And that is also really going to make me upset. But at this point, you know, it is what it is. I can't get too upset about it. I don't remember if I put Batista. I did, I guess. I just wanted to 100% confirm that I did, because I would have been very upset had I put that and not gotten it. Or had I not put that and not gotten it, I should say. Okay. There's a reign in 2014 as well. I bet you some of these are the same guy as well, which that's what's going to bug me more than anything, is that a lot of these are going to be the same guy. I would presume. And it's just not coming to me. It is just not coming to me, and I want to spend this whole time doing it because I do not want to waste a single second on the off chance that something springs to mind. So if I don't get any more, I'll just skip to the end, and we'll see what my score is. Otherwise, you'll see whatever else I get. Okay, we did get Carlito. That just popped into my head. I knew it wasn't going to be over there, but that's nice. So I did get one more. The thing that bothers me is I know. Oh my God, Daniel Bryan, right? Holy moly! If I didn't get Daniel Bryan, I would have lost my mind. Okay, so we got Daniel Bryan. That's 156, and I don't think I'm gonna have any time to think of any more. But at least I got the one that was bugging me. Let's see who I forgot. Okay. Luke Harper, that rest in peace. That's disrespectful. I'm so sorry that I forgot Luke Harper. William Regal. Oh man, that's tough. That is really tough. Okay, let's see who else. So Ezekiel Jackson. That is, you know what? I do remember that. And here, Ezekiel Jackson was in the core, and he turned on Wade Barrett. Now I'm remembering. But yeah, just Ezekiel Jackson. I'm not coming up with it. Curtis Axel. That's right. When he was with Paul Heyman. Oops. When he was with Paul Heyman, I forgot about that again. Luke Harper's the one that I'm going to be most upset about. Rikishi, okay. Val Venus, sure. Billy Gunn, I think I actually even got that the last time I took this, and I just didn't come up with it. You know, I thought about putting Tensai, but I didn't think that was the case. I should have just put him, and I would have gotten him for when he was Albert. Test, okay, and then William Regal. I missed a couple of William Regals. That's frustrating. Godfather, Road Dogg, Val Venus again, Ken Shamrock, right, yep, I do remember that now. Ahmed Johnson and Mark Marrow, okay, fine. And then there's some obvious ones, right? So these in here, Greg Valentine, I probably could have gotten. But then these in here, I mean, Texas Tornado, okay. Mr. Perfect, the Mountie. Rowdy Roddy Piper, British Bulldog, Marty Jannetty. Those are some obvious ones. So I did miss some obvious ones, but I feel like I did pretty good overall. Only slightly better than average. So I'll tell you what, we've got some absolute maniacs taking this quiz. That is really cool. I'm still glad that I got a little bit over average, but man, oh man, that is really cool that so many people are taking this quiz and getting that. Maybe that just means I don't know anything. So that's fun. Yeah, but I'm fairly satisfied. Again, I missed some obvious ones, and I had a long time to think about it, but I got real caught up on the current day stuff. I think if I really sunk into here, I may have been able to pull out a couple more. Because there were some obvious ones, like Mr. Perfect, British Bulldog, beating Bret Hart at SummerSlam. Like, I knew that. But I just wasn't thinking about it. So, okay. Well, that's going to do it. Got 156, I think it was, out of 186. I wanted to get 150, so it worked out. Let me know how you guys did on a quiz like this, and this is probably going to be my last quiz for a little bit, but I'm looking to continue to do them. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.